In previous session, we talked about IDE, or Integrated Development Environment. IDE is a program that combines text editor, Java compiler, and the Java running environment, the JVM, all together. So that you don't need to use different tools for the whole process. In the IDE, you can create your source code .java file, then runs the compilation and run the program and see the result all in one place. The IDE we choose is called Eclipse. In this session, I'm going to go through how to use Eclipse to create a sample program. To go over this process, show you how this is done in one IDE. And this is the one that I have in my machine. You need to install the latest Eclipse on your machine too. This is a requirement for this course. Now, this semester, as we all know it, is the first fully remote semester for this Java class. The previous classes were all done in school facility in NAM 419, where all the machines already have Eclipse installed. For this reason, this semester, we have a new requirement that you need to download Eclipse and install it on your local machine, because all our Java programming activities will be done in Eclipse. I'm bringing up, so right now, let me bring up Blackboard first. I'm typing in CityTech. From there, I'm going to Blackboard. And in the weekly activity, for first week, you can see the assignment. Assignment 1, the first question of assignment 1 is to download and install Eclipse. You are asked to download and install Eclipse on your machine. Launch Eclipse, then take a screenshot of the welcome page and submit this screenshot as the answer. So this is your homework. You make sure you can download and install it and create a Java application. Exactly how to download and install are already being posted onto certain YouTube videos. You can watch this video, which will help you in the process. If you have questions, raise that in the discussion board or raise that in the office hour. Okay, now let's start by double-clicking Eclipse, which will bring up this workspace selection window. You can always use the default, which I will just click on launch. It will take a while for Eclipse to start up, but basically Eclipse itself is a Java program. So it's uploading, and like we just discussed, this step actually means the computer operating system is loading Eclipse program into memory. And now it is loaded. You will see this welcome screen. You can click this close to close the welcome screen, but as you have time, you may want to go through different links here. There are some very interesting resources that can help you in learning Java. So the first thing I want to do is introducing the whole package, the whole structure of this Eclipse. Java programs, the lowest level is class, is a .java file. On top of that is a package. Eclipse use something called project to organize packages together. Each package contains different classes. So the class I have, this is probably too complex. So let me create a new class. Inside my package, and I'll call it hello world. And I have a hello world.java. And you can see that it's empty class. We just have the definition of the class. Don't worry if you do not understand this. We will go through each and every bit of this program in this whole semester. For now, I'm just showing you how this is done. So I have a system.print line hello world. And the name itself suggests that this one will print out a sentence called hello world. And what I'm doing right now is I'm using this as a text editor. I'm using this as a text editor to type in my code. This whole piece is a file called hello world.java. And you can see there's a star here, which means it has not been saved. Now, as I save it, this file is saved as a source file, source.java file called hello.java, hello world.java. My next thing is to do is I can just run. And by running, I'm compiling this Java into .class. Then I will use JVM to execute the code. So this is, let's bring up our PowerPoint slide again. I just finished this text editor part. Within this same IDE, I do not need to jump from editor to compiler to Java machine. Within this same IDE, once I save my source file, I can use one click, one command to compile Java itself, then run the Java program in the Java virtual machine. This is what IDE does. It helps you, instead of running one program after another, use one single entry point. And this is why you need to use Eclipse. And there are more functions that we are going to discover all through the course. If you do any serious development with Java, you need to have IDE. And in this course, we use Eclipse. So you need to download, install, and make sure you can use it. And this will be a part of all the 3 tests. So I'm going and running. You can see that it's finished. It giving me a hello world. And if you look at further, if I put something like, if I remove this public, for example, I can still save it as a hello world. And void, how about I also remove void? So I'm saving it. You can see that Eclipse actually tells me this is wrong because I removed that void part. But let's just pretending it's working and let me run. And Eclipse will tells me error exists, but I still want to proceed. And here's why I want to proceed, because I want you to see that there's error message that is generated by the compiler. Compiler cannot generate this, cannot compile this Java file because it's wrong. It does not have void, it does not have public. And you can even see the same from the error message. It's telling me I need to have this public and void, right? Once I fix that, I save and I run again. This time it works. So from here, you can see the process. I'm using a text editor, creating a source code. I'll compile it and run it in IDE. If I made any mistake, compiler will complain, or Java Virtual Machine will complain. Then we'll go back to the text editor, modify the error, correct the error, and eventually I should be able to run this smoothly. And the IDE will even give me the output and the error message. So this is a demo of IDE. And as a part of homework, you will need to download and make use of Eclipse.